Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Wagwan people, Lumini here, back again with another episode of Mainz here on my channel. We've got a very tough march ahead of us here. We start off with a game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. We then play Bayern Munich, Bochum and Leipzig to end off the episode. Like I said last episode, at this point I'm happy with draws. I'll definitely take draws. We sit in 14th at the moment on 22 points. So like I said, we've got a little bit of a gap over that relegation playoff. However, Darmstadt are only a point behind us. And with the run that we have in March, I'm not foreseeing a lot of points available to us. So we're going to have to be at our best to try and win some. But we're already at the first game of the episode against Mönchengladbach. So let's go ahead and get right into this one. We already know a bit of their team, having already played them. Pierre Kalulu, I don't think was in this team last time we played them though. Maybe he was and I just didn't notice. Hannes Wolf, Hack, Norgard, Jordan up top. Our team, I'm going to bring Kraus in for this one for a little bit of height in that midfield. Besides from that, everything else is staying relatively the same to the last one. So let's go ahead and hop straight in. Norgard, out to Ngumu. He's up against Cassie. Weigl. Norgard. Jordan. Good block again from Hans Olsen, but apparently it doesn't matter because it's just going to get smashed into the top bins anyway off of the deflection. I'm not really sure how we didn't manage to pick up the deflection there, to be honest. I thought after the Hans Olsen block we would, but apparently I don't have that kind of luck still. Hans Olsen here did well to block the pass, but then I don't know, man. I feel like Zentner should be saving some of these. Like, it just doesn't seem like that difficult of a shot. I just don't feel like we have a keeper that makes saves right now. I know a couple of you have commented on it. I thought I was going crazy, but I actually just don't think Zentner makes saves. Gonna go out to Cassie. Good first touch. Can Cassie find a jork? Yes, he can. That's a very good cross from Anthony Cassie. Criticised him a lot at the beginning of the season, but he is stepping up a lot bigger for us now at the moment. Getting some good assists and some good work going forward. I think I've worked out that you can cross with him a little bit earlier than maybe I was at the beginning of the season. Itakura can't beat a jork in the air. It's a good leap from a jork to make it 1-1.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here.
Wolf, Weigl, into Jordan. Good save, Zentner. Finally pulling one out after a while. Cassie. Finds a jork. That's a good ball. Can he get another assist? No, jork didn't really put that in the right area at all. Come on, Gelson, get forward. Have to play this to the jork here and see what he can do with it. Oh my god. We almost get it there. Hack. Oh, good step inside. What the hell was that shot? Can we find the header? Patson Daka? No, it fell into the box and no one gambled on it. Oh, two very good opportunities at the end of the game to win it, but it is another point, which I said, at the moment, if we can get draws, I'll 100% take draws, because we've been decisively losing games, especially against teams like Mönchengladbach that are higher up the table. Another 1-1, so the defensive improvement continues to show. But chance-wise, we've got to be finishing more chances. We've had 5 chances in that game and only scored 1. Another point on the board sees us stay in the same place. The teams above us have got a 2-point gap on us now. But our 6-point gap to the relegation playoff spot does remain. Is the end of that game. Next up, we have Bayern Munich, which is going to be a disgustingly hard game. Did that say that they're in 3rd currently? Who's top? I haven't even checked the other end of the table because obviously we've been struggling down here. Leipzig are actually top, Dortmund second, Bayern third. That is quite surprising. Here we go, Bayern in the next game. Like I said, they are currently third. We are still in 14th. No changes there for us at the moment. This is going to be one of those games. The likelihood is it's probably going to end with me simming it because I don't think we have any chance against Bayern whatsoever. But we're going to try at least for one half. They beat us pretty handily last time out. Let's see how long we last against Bayern then, shall we? So, confirm lineup. Harry Kane, Musiala, Coman, Gnabry, Goretzka, Andrich, Gaia, Kim Min-jae, Upamecano, Kimmich, Neuer, Tell on the bench, Conrad Lima, De Ligt, Choupo-Moting, Moretti, Guerrero, and Daniel Peretz. I don't know who that is.
Gaia. On to Coman. And a goal! Not wasting much.
Well, we defended okay for 13 minutes, but yeah, Harry Kane does score against us. I haven't really said much in this game because I've been concentrating on that, trying not to let that happen. I just literally couldn't do anything against him down this wing. Again, Hans Olsen in the middle, should be clearing it, but to be honest, I actually don't think that the lack of clearances in this game is necessarily the fault of the players. I think that's just how this game plays. Let's see how that.
They're ahead by 2 now with 39 minutes played.
Alex, thank you very much. And a chance to whip it in
Okay,
here.
yeah. Push that drop in, please.
Into the advanced position. And still they wait.
No
for the
way!
There it is. And he
Why is Zentner lying on the ground? Why hasn't he come out there? What? Why is he lying on the ground?
Well, let's take another look. Yeah, he
I
won't
don't know how we missed that tackle for one. Why is Zentner diving? It's not a shot. I don't understand. I don't understand why Zentner's diving there. There's nothing about what Musiala did there that even looked remotely like a shot. It was very obvious that was going to be a pass across the box. Kraus wins a header. Prestiani.
It really should be an intriguing
Good
Bundesliga
work from
game. The one we've
Prestiani
got
here.
coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Bayern.
Oh, he can score here.
Patson.
Well, from close range,
Daka,
not
come
ideal.
on.
House. That's a lovely ball.
That's a great ball if Gelson can bring it down. He can. Gelson's going to get his first goal for Mainz up against Bayern Munich. Definitely missed the trick not starting him. Maybe it would have been different if he had started, not come on against a more tired Kimmich. I actually thought Upamecano was going to catch me here. It's a very good finish from Gelson Martins and a good team to get his first goal against. Guerrero, Prestiani. Unfortunately, it looks like it is going to be a 2-1 loss. To be honest, you know what? I would actually take a 2-1 loss against Bayern. We didn't get absolutely hammered, so there's a lot of positives that I would take from that game. It wasn't a classic from us, for sure, but we defended pretty strongly. We didn't allow them a lot of opportunities for Bayern. Only 8 shots in the whole game from them. We had opportunities ourselves to probably snatch a point from there. I mean, we just have to look at this. I don't like to keep rabbiting on at Patson Daka. Like, it might be on his weak foot there, but from that angle, you can't be missing like that. You just can't be. It's a good finish for Gelson Martins. He gets his first goal for us of the season. A lot of positives that we can take from that. Well, I can't loan him out anyway, can I? So it's a stupid thing to say that in the middle of the season because he can't be loaned out until the end of until the next window. So why are we talking about it? Like, sure, we'll try and find a resolution for him. Of course I will. But I can't loan him out now. He's here. He has to play. So I'll have to deal with it, won't he? Sorry, Alexander. Like, that's just how it is. Next up, we do have Bochum, who are the team that are sat in the relegation playoff. So a win against them would be huge for us. And like I said, we haven't played badly recently. So maybe a win could be on the cards for us. I'll take a draw.
Willing to take chances on the ball.
So
Good 3 points, well earned.
I completely forgot to unpause my recording. So, as you're seeing here, we've just played out a 3-1 win over Bochum. I just completely forgot to unpause the recording. So, literally, I played out a whole game, and yeah, I'm an idiot again, basically. I thought I unpaused it. I paused it just before we were going into the game, so that I could get some captures in. And I just completely forgot to unpause it. So what I will do is I'll show you guys the match highlights. Early on, Asano got a yellow card for a terrible tackle on Diarra. It's not really that interesting. We've had a lot of opportunities in this game. Patson Daka early on crossed this ball to a Jork, but a Jork dragged it wide. Then we would come up the other end of the pitch. Martin spinning in behind really well, managing to finish it off against the keeper. It's a very tight angle for Gelson Martins, who now has 2 and 2. Then it would go up the other end. We would counter from a corner. Patson Daka would run basically from our box all the way up to the other end of the pitch. Can we see any further? No, but it's basically all the way up to the other end of the pitch, and we would manage to score with Patson Daka, which had been a while. We were put under pressure for a little while then from Bochum. Zentner, I will give credit for a couple of good saves just before half-time. Gelson Martins would nick the ball off the defence, square it back using his strength really well to find a Jork in the middle to make it 3-0 going into half-time. Then it would be a bit of back and forth for a little while. Patson Daka was doing some very good work out here. A Jork there, I think, probably should be finishing that. Zentner up the other end would be forced into making a save as the game started to stretch a bit more, a couple long shots. Hoffman would then eventually manage to break through. Good spin. Maybe you could say the defenders again should be doing a little bit better, but that is what it is. From the corner, Esser would make probably about 4 of these saves back to back from a Jork. And then very late on, we had a chance to make a 4-1 with a good ball from Jonathan Burkhardt off the bench, but somehow a Jork managed to put it wide from that area. A big 3 points for us, and an inform coming in for Patson Daka. I was going to give it to Gelson Martins for 2 and 2, but Patson Daka hasn't scored for so long. I feel like he definitely needs this inform more than anyone. Patson Daka, enjoy your inform. Gelson Martins for a special mention as well. Maybe I'll just do 2 side-to-side ones for special mentions. But yeah, finally 3 points. I have to say, guys, I'm really, really sorry that I didn't remember to unpause a game. That's a huge error from me. Yeah, really stupid error as well, because it was a very good game for us. So I'm very, very sorry that we didn't manage to... You've literally started like the last 3 games. So whatever. And now Dominic is annoyed as well because he also wants to start games. Everyone's just annoyed at our club. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that one because it was a big game for us, like I say. And I just completely forgot. I really thought I unpaused it. But as you can see, we now do move further away from Bochum, who are in that relegation playoff still. We now have an 8-point gap from that relegation playoff zone. So it's very big for us. Next game for Bayern Munich is Borussia Dortmund. That is a huge match at the top of the table, considering they're first and second at the moment. But we play RB Leipzig, who are sat top of the table, having only lost 2 games so far this season. So it's going to be another tough one. Like I said, we've been playing well recently, so I have slightly more faith that we'll be able to not take points, but have a better game. Like, if we can have a good performance, I'll probably take that over taking points, but it is what it is. Everybody just wants to leave. I'm not going to let him leave because he's only just started playing for us. But yeah, Patson Daka, Kraus and Core all basically saying they want to leave. We've got Sirota that wants to leave as well. It's not going particularly well for me. Maybe it's mismanagement. Maybe these lot are just a bunch of little bitches. Right, here we go. Last game of the episode against Leipzig. Like I said, probably going to be a very tough one. They're a quality side at the moment, and they're top of the table, having only lost 2 games, like I said. Going to do this press conference, so let's get this done, and then we'll get into the last game. A draw against Mönchengladbach and a win over Bochum has put you in a very good position to potentially steer yourself away from relegation. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? Yeah, look, there's still a good portion of the season left. We have put ourselves in a better position than earlier in the season when we were right in the mix for the relegation zones and the playoff. It's not done by any stretch of the imagination. Like I said, there's still plenty of games left this season, still plenty of points up, and we want to really push on from this new defensive solidity that we found, and we want to gain as many points from the remaining games as we can. That's always been our objective. It's been a bit of a rough season for us, but we can see that form has started to turn for us a little bit, and now we're looking to push on with that. As the previous two results were just mentioned and you talked about them, can you talk to us a little bit about what seems to be a kind of change in style, a more defensive style, maybe some would say? The draw against Mönchengladbach, the win over Bochum, like I said, they're all platforms for how we've been playing recently. We've kind of managed to find a new form of defending more as a team, being more compact, just more difficult to beat, in all honesty, is what we've gone for. You can see that in the game against Bayern. We were much more difficult to put down than when we had previously played them. It's all improvements. Like I said, it's not resulting in as many points as maybe we want right now, but it's all improvements. It's all something to build on. It's something to take towards the end of the season, and we want to keep pushing, we want to keep building, and we want to get as many points, like I said, and as good a performances for the fans as we can towards the end of the season. We have put ourselves in position to avoid relegation, straight relegation. We still are in the range of the relegation playoff, but we've put ourselves in a better position where we shouldn't be struggling as much. Now it's time just to wrap that up and assure that we're fine and that we're in the Bundesliga next season. With some pre-contract deals already wrapped up, would you say that you're now looking towards next season more than the current? The aim as a manager is always to improve season by season. Obviously next season that will be our hopes. We'll look to do business with that in mind, but like I said, we can't look past the last couple of games that we've got to finish this season. We will get ourselves in a good position, then maybe be keeping an eye out for deals, but yeah, we've got to finish this season first. Thanks, guys. The actual lineups, because we did not see Kyle Walker, Werner, Pender, Simmons, Olmo, Seawald, Schlager, Biragi, Klosterman, Ake, Walker, Galashi, Forsberg on the bench, Palazon, Raum, Sesko, Baumgartner, Henriks, Blasvich. Yeah, definitely. Maybe I just missed them myself. I did not see that Carl Walker and Nathan Ake are in this team. That's another whole level of difficulty. Richard's trying to take a strike here. Oh, Galashi did not know how to save that. Does pull out the save in the end though. Gaston Martins, can he find the ball across? Does find Kraus.
Apologies to Alex for the interruption.
Cassie.
Just to confirm, Wolfsburg have scored in that match.
Not a great ball.
They now lead
York.
by 1-0.
Can York use his strength? He does. We've taken a shock lead. Ludovic York actually using his pace and his strength gets us a lead going forward there. He wasn't crowded out. 1-0 up over Leipzig on the break. We have started the game well, had a good amount of opportunities as well. Klosterman there does not come across, and it's a great strike from Ludovic York into the far corner to beat Galashi. 18 goals now for the Frenchman up top. Xavi Simmons now is going to try and probably play this ball through to a Pender or Werner on the run. There's a Pender that gets it. Olmo. How do we not block that? We're right in front of it.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal.
Leish, how do you not block this, my man?
He just hits through the back of the ball.
He moved his leg again.
No stopping that.
I really don't like that animation. Got to unpause again.
Here it is again, and they've taken their goal well, but the
I've
defending
tracked
was
that
non-existent.
run.
That should never happen.
Don't even know. Like here with Kraus, I've tracked it. I just wish players would react in those areas. What's the point? I might as well have not bothered tracking that run and just drop someone further back, honestly.
Tom Kraus.
I've tracked around it that whole way and knew exactly what they were going to do, but I think unfortunately it looks like we're going to go down to a loss to Leipzig. And the only reason I say unfortunately, because obviously I did not expect to even do anything against Leipzig. The reason I say unfortunately is because I actually think, like I said, that we have been the better side. I mean, tell me please what I'm meant to do about that. Please, anyone. I'd love to have advice there, considering I've told Lamptey to clear the ball. What am I meant to do?
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about
Tell him to clear the ball there.
Which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good.
Unfortunate. Like, I don't know how to express it to you guys. I think I might have missed our opportunity late on in the end of the first half. Or maybe I got in, I can't remember. Like, we just were better. There's not really much to say about it. Like, we just were better. We should have won that game. It is what it is. We have to move on. And that actually is us moving on to the end of the episode. So we do get 1 win, 1 draw and 2 losses. To be fair, if you had offered me that at the beginning of this month, I would have taken that, because I was pretty sure we were going to lose all 3 games against the sides higher up the table. So taking 4 points from these fixtures, decent from us, to be fair. Only 2 episodes left now. We should have a slightly easier run, but then you never know how form's going to factor into that. Anybody ready to be called up yet? Loren Schmidt, I'm still waiting for his development plan to finish. There's 14 weeks on that. Everyone else, I think, is still yet to really grow. Jurgen Moser now is going to go because 78 potential is not what we're looking for. Dominic Thomas is also on the fringes, as well as Ernst Gruber is on the fringes, so probably none of them going to get called up at the moment. Actually, we're leaving the country, so I might call up Jan Hoffmann just because he's 15, so he'll have a decent space to grow. That is where we're going to leave things for the German boys as well. So that will be the end of our youth scouting for season 1. I'm not going to send the scouts back out this season because obviously we've only got a couple of months left, so it feels a bit pointless. So this will be our final crop of season 1. Like I said, Loren Schmidt could potentially be called up. He's looking like a decent prospect, but I'm going to wait for his development to be done. Lorenz Muller, I was very excited about, but his potential is dropping down. You can now see he's only 76 to 82 from what was originally in the 90s. A couple of other guys that are getting towards that area. Ernst Gruber, Dominic Thomas are all on the chopping block. Biancone, again, I feel harsh potentially releasing Biancone. He's gone from a 49 to a 54 pretty quickly, and we've changed him pretty significantly. Jan Hoffmann is the player that we've just brought in as the last one and put him on this sweeper keeper training. But yeah, that is going to be the end of this episode. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this one. Like I said, please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to get notified when the next episode is available to you, and I hope to see you in it. Peace.